Okay, and welcome back to Star Trek Judgment Rites. I think this is it, the end of the road. We're going to finally meet the builders, and we're going to get to the bottom of this mystery, so...
Captain Clark, I will not let you depart. These human scum have tricked you. If I have to beat up all of you, I will. You, Vulcan, you understand orders. Help me knock out my mad captain, and I will take him away and out of your hair.
Okay.
I am determined to go explore. There may be dangers, but I accepted that challenge the first day I decided to make my life in space. I feared I have my doubts about my aide, however. I rather don't think he's a fit companion for this expedition. I am determined to go. I feared I have my...
Captain Clark, I will not...
Okay, we gotta figure out... Maybe Spock can nerve pinch this guy.
Startled, the Klingon's eyes glaze even as he glares furiously, struggling to remain conscious.
Captain, I told you they couldn't be trusted.
I'll send you back aboard, Raul. But unless the humans betray me, I have to pass through that portal to explore what lies beyond.
Okay, I wonder if we lost points for that, but...
I am determined to go explore. There may be...
Alright, let's go. Come on, Clark.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've just vanished.
That was cool. Here we go. Yep, there is method in it. Whoa.
Captain's log, stardate 6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Clark have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the Brassica. Success will mean formal relations. Failure will mean unknown.
Welcome. We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your cultures have more questions.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests. More tests. Let's just get on with it. I'd like to hear what the others think. We've had enough. No more fool. I'd like to hear what the others think.
I will withdraw until you address me again.
Wow. Okay.
If I was meeting us, I'd be skittish too. We've gone this far, there's no sense in quitting now.
Captain, even though isolated, the Brassica are quite advanced. It's certain their insights will be unusual and enlightening. The logical course is to establish a dialogue.
The Brassica are calling the tune and expecting us to dance, Captain. It might be undignified, but all of us can make valid, responsible choices and stand by the consequences.
Okay, so consensus is...
I am grateful you included me, Captain. Representing the Klingon Empire, I believe we must not be cowed. Passivity may be regarded as undesirable to them.
Captain Kirk, I am here. Are you ready?
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so on your terms, we will.
Listen. We have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer. Begin.
Okay.
I make
This is
the first
so
query.
trippy.
It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerund. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk. I will withdraw until you choose to speak with me. Remember, only one of you may reply.
Okay, so what, we discuss it?
The Brassican's question is not, properly speaking, a riddle. A riddle has a right and a wrong answer. This is more philosophical, with many possible answers.
Then how can we possibly answer correctly, Spock? Or can we?
One answer will seem more satisfactory than all others, Captain.
At least we can eliminate you, Spock, from this horse race. I don't see any right answer for you to be the person who would go to the greatest pain in the pursuit of life.
On the contrary, Doctor, respect for all living things is fundamental to Vulcan philosophy. A rigorous adherence, unlike humans' variable justifications.
You aren't suggesting, Spock, that you're the right choice.
I believe I may be, Doctor. The Brassicans may agree.
Okay, Doctor.
I may not be Vulcan, but I'm the logical choice. Who goes through more pains in pursuit of life than a doctor?
It's true.
First, Kirk, I would hear you explain if you should be the one to answer. And why?
I'm sorry, Captain Clark, if I decide to present myself as the one to answer, and I'm considering it. Point taken. Very well. So that everyone has a chance to make their own case, I will explain what I can. I'm sorry, Captain Clark. Point taken. I'm a ship's captain. 430 lives depend on me, on my every decision. Our mission is, in part, to seek out new life, new civilizations. So it comes down to me.
Am I any different? Does not my crew live or die on my decisions? I explore space for the Klingon Empire!
A starship captain stands as representative of the United Federation of Planets. Many races, whose goals and visions for the future are pursued together. Who shoulders the greater weight, Captain Clark?
No one has ever accused you of modesty, Kirk. See it as you will. You, surrounded by your fellow humans and officers, or me, the sole representative of my empire.
Okay, and Uhura?
Gentlemen, I think you may be overlooking a fundamental difference between me and everyone else here. I am the only female, the only one capable of bringing forth new life. That qualifies me as the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Jim, it's evident that each of us believes we're the right choice. I'm reasonably sure I'm the person they have in mind. But I can see everyone can make a case for themselves.
As indeed we have, Doctor.
I fail to see how further discussion will alter the situation. Either you must come to some decision, weighing the strength of individual opinions,
or I get some hints out of our green host.
I think it's Uhura.
Alone among the people here, I am female and capable of childbearing.
There's no way that this is wrong. There's no way it's wrong.
Uniquely female labor. Certainly I am the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
Okay.
Where's he gone?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
One by one? What the hell?
You're nothing like the Gerund, who hold a special place in our memories. The second question. Who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Talk amongst yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. In the end, only one may reply.
The chaos of life, okay.
As with the previous question, this is a question of judgment, Captain.
Meaning there's no right or wrong answer.
I suspect the Brassica would disagree with you, Captain. There is likely a specific answer they expect. I can only speculate.
And?
Each of us can best make his or her own case. As science officer, I believe myself likely. It is the very heart of science to attempt to comprehend the fundamentally chaotic nature of the universe.
Chaotic? If the universe wasn't ordered, we couldn't make sense of it, Spock.
As you are certainly aware, Doctor, chaos defines the very nature of patterns. However, this does not mean random.
Well, that may be. On the other hand, I would be the last person to say a Vulcan wrestles with any concept. And don't you raise your eyebrow at me, Spock. Spock's on the right track, Jim, but he's still wrong. I focus on the chaos of life. Who struggles more than a physician?
Made some sense, McCoy. And I've heard you were a humble country doctor. Sounded more like a Vulcan.
No need to be insulting.
Gentlemen, we've had enough chaos to deal with. Interesting analysis, Bones. However, I think I might be the one the Brassica have in mind.
And why?
Let me explain. I believe I am the appropriate answer to this question because of my position as captain of the Enterprise.
A captain sailing the emptiness of space. Lives that rely on your every word. I thought that too, Kirk. It is not sufficient.
I disagree, Clark. Without a strong hand at the tiller, shipboard life would dissolve into chaos. Those demands make me the best answer.
Nah.
It's obvious you have never spent time among Klingons, Kirk. The life of the warrior is the struggle between control and chaos. Clearly, the Brassica know more of us than you, and I am certainly the one intended to answer.
No. It's Bones for sure. It's Bones for sure. The chaos of life, you know, life and death. He's the only one that feels right to me here. Spock's science officer one's a bit weak. Kirk's one's very weak. And same with Clar's, so I think it's McCoy.
I am a physician. I am the one who cares for life and health of hundreds aboard the Enterprise. The patterns of chaos are the patterns of life and death, and every day of my professional life is focused on balancing those patterns towards sustaining the quality of life. I am the one among us who struggles most intensely with the chaos of life.
Your answer is accepted, Dr. McCoy. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong in our sight.
You expect me to stand by while my people keep disappearing?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
Congratulations, Captain. There are those among us
Who doubted you could make it this far? The third question is somewhat different, but our heroes,
What
the
the
Jared,
heck?
found the answer. Solve this equation. Pig plus X equals cow. Talk among yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. Only one may reply.
Okay. Spock?
At face value, this question is complete nonsense, Captain. There is no way to answer chicken plus X equals reality.
What are you saying?
What?
The question was pig plus X equals cow.
Interesting, Kirk. I heard Tlok Pok plus X equals Slok Knob. To humans, it would translate to plant plus X equal hive paper. What did you hear, Vulcan?
Chicken plus X equals reality.
Each question starts with something edible. Pigs and chickens are farm stock, are they not?
Many elements of Federation society do not consume animal flesh, Captain Clara. In principle, however, you are correct. But I believe the answer is there is no logical answer.
I don't think so, Spock. But I don't like yours either, Clar. Where's the relationship between a cow, hive paper, and reality?
Difficult, I admit, Kirk. But they must be connected.
I'm not impressed, Clar. The Brassica addressed me first. I think we need to answer pig plus X equals cow.
You try my patience, Kirk. There's a pattern and an answer. A Tlok Pok grows a flower that Ka-Cha insects visit, and Ka-Cha make nectar and hive paper. So flour would work.
And what does that do for my question? Or Spock's?
Your officer was asked to solve chicken plus X equal reality. The philosophers of Ballari 7 maintain a celestial bird something like a chicken laid an egg from which the universe hatched. The idea of reality began as something egg-shaped, was an early theory of Klingon cosmologists.
You're stretching, Clar.
It all fits. The Tlok Pok flower is egg-shaped. Therefore, I believe egg is correct for all equations. Kirk, in a barter society, might not a cow be worth, say, a pig with a clutch of eggs thrown in?
Clar, I come from a farm on Earth in a state called Iowa. Your solution makes some sense, but so would pig plus crate of apples equal cow. It's something else.
If I may, based on the evidence, I remain convinced there is no answer.
A time will come when we must answer.
I'm willing to let either of you answer.
The Brassica will allow only one to answer.
That was the most confusing thing I've ever heard. Okay, so... Pig plus X, cow, chicken... I think Spock's right. I think there's no answer to this damn thing.
We are ready with our answer. We have questions.
Very well. Ask.
If you tell us more about the Gerund, maybe we can figure out what they would have answered. Can you give us a hint? Can you at least tell us if we've been answering you? Please repeat the original question. If you tell us more about the Gerund, maybe we can figure out what they would have answered.
The questions we ask have been suitably modified to allow for differences between your people and ours. Is there something else?
We are ready with our answer. I want to get back to it. We'll talk it over and get back to you. I want to get back to a different question. We'll talk it over. We are ready with our answer. I want to get back. We'll talk it over.
Okay.
More than one question and the answer must solve them all. I've heard nothing better than my answer. Egg? It might be twisted logic, but it works.
Captain, you hear one question, I hear another. None are sensible. Logic dictates identifying the pattern. I believe the Brassica expect us to realize there is no pattern. Specifically, there is no answer.
Okay, I like that because he's right. We all hear different answers, and it's just all nonsense. Right, we'll go with Spock for now.
The question I heard was chicken plus X equals reality. This question is nonsensical, as is Captain Kirk's. Therefore, I deduce the answer is that there is no answer.
Your answer is accepted.
Okay, it's accepted.
However, this is not to say whether this
That's
answer
another thing.
is
We don't
right
even know if we're
or
doing
wrong.
the right thing or not. Spock's gone.
You plan to make off with everyone? Do you really expect me to keep taking that without protest?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
Okay. Here we go. It's 2 left.
I am astonished that an alien like you has muddled your way this far. It is a great honor that we share the Riddle Master's questions to the Gerent. The last question. Answer this. There are 2 present. Only one may go. Why should you be the one to leave this place alive? Discuss this. I will answer questions if I can and will. You might want to discuss this with me to explore your options.
Okay, so this is not gonna...
Intriguing question, Kirk. 2 captains representing empires at odds with each other.
The Federation is no empire, Clar, and the Organian Treaty assures we are not at each other's throat.
Be honest. There are many differences between us. I wish to hear your analysis before I offer my own thoughts.
I'd hoped you thought of something new. I'm having second thoughts and I want to go over my ideas with... I'd hoped you thought of something new.
It's simple, Kirk. You go, or I go. A third option would be nice, but unlikely. Intriguing question.
The Federation is...
Be honest.
Okay.
You get no response.
We're ready with our answer. We have questions to ask.
Ask your question.
Would you repeat the original question? Why should you want to prevent one or the other of us from leaving here?
I did not mention anything about preventing individuals from leaving. I simply asked why, given that only one of you may, you should be the one to leave.
Do not be obtuse. The captain's question is legitimate. Captain Kirk, his answer is nevertheless cogent. There is nothing about the question itself which states that someone will be prevented from leaving. However, you are being asked to justify your continued existence, preferentially to your companion's continued existence.
Right.
I want to talk with my associates. I want to get back. Hypothetical questions are fundamentally empty. However, if you prevent one of us from leaving, then the question is no longer hypothetical. I want to talk with my associates. We'll get back to you.
Intriguing question.
The Federation...
Be honest.
Hang on.
I'd hoped you thought... I'd hoped you thought of something. I'm having second thoughts and I want to go...
You go or I go, Kirk. Have you a better idea?
Since I represent the peaceful and unified Federation, I'm the only one possible answer. We would share the Brassica knowledge, even with the Klingons, but I doubt the reverse would be true. This is best for everyone. I might surprise you, Clar. I believe the Brassica will come to us in time. The Klingons need the civilizing influence they offer, and you're the best representative. I'll bow out, and you proceed. I don't like the choices. I want another alternative, but I'm not sure there is one. Since I don't like the choices.
I feel the same, Kirk. I have a thought about how we might deal with the question.
Go ahead, Clar, I'm listening.
Yep.
They're asking us to choose one to proceed and one to remain.
That's the implication of death for the one who remains.
I concur. They want an answer that either I live and you die, or you live and I die. I say we answer, we both live, or both die.
Oh, I like
Good
that.
concept. What if they refuse?
We choose it. whether they offer or not.
And if it's not the answer I give?
We shall see, won't we?
You know what? I like that. I like that. Let's
We're
go
ready
with
with
that.
our answer.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk.
We're ready with our answer. We have questions. We're ready with our answer.
Let the one who would...
Oh, yep. So we got to use him on him, right?
Neither I nor Kirk find this acceptable. We are not even willing allies, but I will not abandon one who has come so far by my side.
Captain Clark, you have stepped forward to make your choice, and that choice is very simple. I make it simpler by allowing you to respond as follows.
I proceed from this room alone. Captain Kirk may be allowed to proceed from this room alone. We both proceed from this room, or neither of us does.
There is no such option offered. What exactly do you mean by choosing in this way? That perhaps you should both die?
No, Brassican, it means we're changing the rules. You want one to remain, perhaps to die, and one to go on? We refuse to play that game. You want to meet with us as much as we wish to meet with you, so take us both through, or let us both remain in this surreal purgatory forever. Take it or leave it.
You have confounded me, Captain Kirk. I did not believe you would make such a choice.
But I declared all along that this race had the qualities we sought. The understanding of both leadership and sacrifice. Captain Kirk, you have achieved all that I, at least, had hoped of you. It is time for us to greet you, face to face.
We're here.
Greetings.
Okay.
We look forward to a long and fruitful relationship with both your peoples. Your starships will be welcome here on any peaceful mission.
I am pleased to meet you face to face as well. However, I want my crew back.
Of course, Captain.
You're all right, all of you? You were
Oh,
treated
they
well?
got drinks.
We're unharmed,
What the
Captain.
hell?
We engaged in enlightening discussions with the Brassicans. They felt it necessary to isolate themselves so long ago because of interest.
They remind me of Thargoids from Elite.
Ladies, right now I'm glad you're okay.
Indeed, Captain. We are well.
But they couldn't be sure we would pass all their tests. Brassican, how do you explain that?
Some of us could not restrain our desire to learn. It seemed worth the risk, and has proved so.
I believe the Federation and the Brassica will have a long and fascinating future together.
Although my associate Septhi has great misgivings about breaking our isolation, others of us have high hopes.
You are star-eyed, if you imagine that no difficulties lie ahead. However, all conditions have been met, and so I also welcome you, Captain Kirk.
Thank you. Septhi, is it?
Yes, and our moderator, leader to you, is Zenti.
Zenti, Aha, and Septhi. I hope to show you you've made the right decision.
Speaking for the Klingon Empire, I too look forward to the relationship between all peoples. You surprise me, Kirk. Perhaps one day we will even trust you.
We'll just have to see, won't we?
Captains, feel free to look around while we summon your two ships to these coordinates. Captain Kirk, I have something interesting to show you over here. Come with me.
Okay, let's go. What's he? What does he want me to show behind the wall? That's weird. What does he want to show me? Oh, God.
Captain Kirk, I have misgivings about the Klingon race. For our mutual protection, here is a Paralens disk of data which I want you to have. With this knowledge, you can come to our defense. Will you take it and safeguard our future?
Yes, I'll take the disc. Not without knowing more about it. No, take it up with the Federation ambassador. Yes, I'll take it. Not without knowing more about it.
We can give you the know-how to build a reader console for the Paralens. What else would you want to know?
I want to know what's on the disc.
The Compassion, the generation ship you explored before coming here, was a probe ship that scanned Klingon space. This Paralens contains the data. If they cause us harm, you could retaliate deep
No.
into their territory.
How do I know you won't sell us out too? I understand a desire for vengeance, but the Organian Treaty would stop it. Information like this could ignite interstellar war. How do I know you won't information like...
Do with it as you see fit, Captain. Will you take it?
Give me the parallels. No, keep it. Give me the parallel. No, keep it.
This is a day we will celebrate. The day we broke out of our isolation and joined the other races among the stars.
That was so shady.
Captain, I noted that Clara was given an object by the Brassica. He placed it in his pocket.
Oh, Clara, a moment of your time. What have you got in your pocket? Hi, Clara. Nice weather. Clara, the Brassica didn't happen to give you a parallels, did they?
My dealings with the Brassica don't affect you, Kirk.
Depends on what they're dealing. I guess you don't care about our dealings with the Brassica. Like this parallels they offered us with secret information on the Klingon Empire.
How dare you jeopardize the security of the Klingon Empire!
But Captain Clark, unlike you, Captain Kirk refused the parallels.
Kirk and I have resolved our differences.
We are sorry to see that you two would so freely refuse knowledge. I would not have expected quite so much distrust.
You'll have to work harder to understand us, will you not? Assuming relations continue.
Yes, Captain. Both of you have succeeded in establishing diplomatic contact with us.
Then you will excuse me, Senti. The unknown requires my attention. Kirk to Enterprise, 4 to beam up.
I wonder how we scored with that one.
Captain's log, stardate 6270.5. We have succeeded in making formal contact with the Brassica. We look forward to a long and productive relationship with them. So, Lieutenant, you turned down the Brassica's offer to become the Federation official ambassador.
Not in my job description, Captain. And they were probably just testing me.
A formidable accomplishment, Captain. Establishing diplomatic relations with a new and advanced alien race. Improving our relations with the Klingons. Impressive.
Thank you, Mr. Spock.
Everyone's so cheerful today. Even Spock's in a good mood. This makes me nervous.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
Oh, here we
There's
go.
my answer.
I've reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. While you achieved the desired results from your assignment, Jim,
Oh, come
I
on.
can only give you a satisfactory rating. I would expect as much from a cadet.
Oh,
I am
come on,
concerned about your
Kane.
performance, and I'm going to have to forward my concerns to command.
What?
Kane out.
Another message from Starfleet.
On screen.
Jim, we have evaluated your current series of missions. I hate to say it, but you're lucky you've done as well as you have. We found numerous lapses of judgment.
Oh, come on, boy.
Yes, Admiral.
When this mission is over, we should schedule some time for a refresher course. The Academy Simulator isn't just for cadets, you know.
I agree, Admiral.
That's all, Jim. Starfleet out.
I wonder what he'd say if he were in the command chair.
He's right, Bones. The moment Starfleet standards start to slip is the moment the Federation is in trouble.
Agreed,
I think
Captain.
we've done bloody well.
Triumphs achieved without an adequate standard are hollow and meaningless.
I suppose we could have done better.
And we shall, Bones. We shall.
Well, that's it. We've done it. I can't believe we scored so low, though. They want us to take a refresher course. Is there meant to be credits here? There we go. Honestly, though, I think we did pretty well. I don't agree with that score. And that last... I was very happy with all the decisions we made in that last one. Like, I don't know why it's a cadet level one, because because we threw away the paralens? Like, why? Was it because we didn't ask questions? I just went with the gut instincts? Who knows? But this game was a hell of a ride. I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed this much more than 25th anniversary. And we didn't lose any red shirts. Which I'm happy about, because I don't have to do any more shots. was a great game though. That was really good. Really good writing on these stories too. And the Brassicans, it's really interesting. Too bad this series didn't continue. There was one game that was supposed to be after this one. I'm not sure if it was going to be a direct sequel to Judgment Rites in 25th, but it was in the works. It was called Secret of Vulcan Fury, I think. Or something with Vulcan Fury, and it looks really good, especially for the time. It looks really ahead of its time, actually, but unfortunately it got cancelled. But anyway, that was Star Trek Judgment Rites. Thanks for coming along for the ride. It's been really good. I'll try and find some other Star Trek games to play too, because they're always fun. Star Trek games are always fun. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.